gosh, how long have you been out this direction?
Most of my life. Probably, we moved here when I was 8. So I'm 60.
Okay, okay. So did you go to school?
I went to Chaffey
Yeah.
in Ontario,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Chaffey High.
Uh-huh.
So we live in Upland now. Are
Okay.
you from this area?
Rancho.
Rancho, yeah.
Yeah. Moved out there in '78.
Wow, yeah.
And before that was in Azusa.
Azusa.
Actually, that's where I went to high school in Azusa. Then I was drafted into the Army.
Uh-huh.
When I came back, I moved to Glendora.
Oh, when did you graduate from high school?
1970.
And I'm a 72.
That's
And
my wife.
my husband is a 69.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went to Chaffey too. And we grew up a street apart. So weird.
Yeah.
We moved so much when I was a kid. We got to go get brother. It was nice talking.
Well, same here. Nice talking to you.
Enjoy your
Bye bye,
ride.
buddy.
Say bye. Say
Bye bye.
thank you. Oh, you want to hear him start his motorcycle? We'll go over by the car and you can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye. Hey, folks. Papa Tutu here. And we are on a road that we've been on before. I've taken you on before. If you saw my Halloween motor vlog, this is the same road that I took you on. But instead of going right up into the mountains, we're going to go left out. See, right here is going up into the mountains. A little bit of snow on top in the higher elevations. But this is coming out by turning left. Now, today is February 8th or 9th. And we've been blessed with another beautiful Southern California day. Easy for me to say. And I was going to pull off in those turnoffs there. And they've forecasted temperatures to 85 degrees today. Now this is coming out of the mouth of the canyon. Nice little ranch down there. But in a bad location if it really decides it wants a flood. But yeah, they're expecting temperatures of 85 degrees today and close to 90s by the end of the week. Are you serious? In February? Now we're supposed to get El Nino effects again and temperatures will start cooling off. But for today, whoa, beautiful, beautiful. What I am tempted to do right now also is compare these cameras. This is a Votto HD I've had for since 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And this is what I've used for all my prior videos except the latest one. Because I went out and bought these Ion Pro 2 here and an Ion Pro Lite right there on my handlebars. I don't know. I like the Ion Pros. A lot of people here because they go out backpacking down that trail. Day pack. But I like the ions because they mount to the side of the helmet, which I never thought I'd liked. But it's sure, you don't even know they're there anymore. As opposed to this, where it's right in your face, touching your nose. Back when I first started, this was the state of the art, pretty much. Some people had nicer ones, little bullet cameras with the cord coming down in the pack. Those are nice. I think one of my early people I've subscribed to, one of my first people I subscribed to was Dan Moto, and I think he had one, or was it Svengali? Both UK motor vloggers who I subscribed to years ago. I don't think they're doing any more videos now. But they had bullet. I think one of them had a bullet camera, which was kind of cool. There's a POV, you know, military specs and all, and the whole 9 yards. So I'm trying this out, just a comparison. The Ion Pros have a very wide angle. This is what I got on my helmet now, is at 170 degrees, and the one on the handlebars is like 180. And that's because this is, the one on the handlebars is videoing in what is it, video? Oh, 1080p, and the one on my helmet is 720p. A lot of people like to get it the highest rating it can, but by the time it gets transfers to YouTube, you lose a lot, so you know, I'm not really too concerned. Speaking of early motor vloggers, it reminded me, and it brought up the fact that that was my first exposure to, I guess, what all the cool kids call e-bagging. You know what e-bagging is, right? People asking for money to help out because of whatever. They want to do something, they need some money, and they want the community to help. And for some of the causes, I could see it. But the first time I heard was one of the early motor vloggers was saying, you know, I'm putting out these videos for you, and you know, why don't you guys buy me a cup of coffee, buy me a pint? Yeah, I'd appreciate it. You can take me out to dinner. In other words, send me some money. And it never really set right, because I think the majority of the vloggers are doing this because they enjoy it. They're not doing it to, I mean, I'll take that. I got to qualify that. Most of them are doing it because they enjoy it, have no financial gain, except for those that are, now that YouTube has made it, you know, you can monetize and you can make a living off YouTube, very rarely, but there are those that do. But these guys, I'm talking about begging. I was at went to a channel. I have several channels I'm subscribed to. And one of them is an RV channel, because my wife and I are seriously entertaining the thought of selling our home and living full-time in a Class A motorhome. Why not? And so I subscribe to a lot of motorhome channels. And there's one person that lives in a motorhome, single, found herself single because her husband left her. 2 kids, lives in a 5th wheel. And she's sitting there on her side of her bed, devastated because she's left alone with 2 kids in the motorhome, asking for monetary help to get her through. And she made out like a fat rat. I know she did. She's done this in the past for various reasons. She has been known as an e-beggar. And people fall for it, still do. There's a little bit of snow in those mountains. Doesn't last very long when you got high temps. Wish I had a 6-speed. I just shifted into an imaginary 6th gear. But there's another very, very notorious RVer. His whole career has been, in my eyes, scamming people. But he has dedicated followers and he makes good videos. I watch him. But he had transmission problems with his old motorhome. And he had the sob story that if he doesn't get his transmission fixed, he's going to be stuck there where he's at until he can get enough money, but that's going to be his gas money that he would have to use. Anyway, gave a big sob story, and he said he had some stickers that he would be willing to sell. And he ran out of stickers, but people kept sending him the money and they all want their stickers. And he hasn't gotten any more stickers and people are pissed. He also ended up with a newer Class C motorhome, a newer one than the one he was. Went out and bought he had enough money that people sent him. He bought a motorhome, another one. He was begging for money for transmission repairs, and he got enough money to buy a $20,000 motorhome. People were irate. People were trying to expose him, but doesn't do any good. People still send money. And I think it's terrible, really. I've sent money once. We had a fellow moto vlogger who wrecked her bike. And one of her close friends requested to help her out. And you know how we are. We really do form a relationship and feel like we're really friends. And to help her out to purchase another bike because she couldn't afford it, which I was more than happy. So I sent money to help her out. And that's the first and only time I've ever done that. But now, back then it was, you know, from the heart. Really, it was meant, it went directly to help the situation, not to profit from. You know, so I hadn't a problem with that situation, but I see others, and this is not uncommon. And it's so common that they give it a name, e-begging. And if you go on YouTube and punch in e-begging, you'll get all kinds of opinions and who does it, you know, and it's just it's a moral thing. So anyway, I think I made this video long enough. I just couldn't pass up this day. It's a beautiful day. I had to get out there. So I'm gonna go and run some errands. I think you'd be a little bored if I took you along. So, look at the temperature, 86 degrees. Are you serious? That's crazy. First week of February. Now it's supposed to get colder, but who knows. So anyway, you guys take care and ride safe, my friends.